I only wanted a bite to eat, but instead, a man beat me mercilessly. I was hurt, bleeding, and limped away in pain. But just a few months earlier, my life hadn't been like this at all. Back then, my owner, Jerry, gave me everything. He built me a warm little shelter. He fed me delicious grilled meat. Life was simple, warm, and full of love. But fate can be cruel. Jerry was suddenly diagnosed with heart disease. He lost his job, and even his wife left him. From that day on, I was the only one he had left. We depended on each other and wandered from place to place together. But before long, I got sick too. Jerry rushed me to the vet, but he couldn't afford the treatment. So he went to a second-hand store and sold everything he owned just to pay my medical bills. I recovered quickly, but Jerry's condition kept getting worse. He told me not to worry. He said he'd be fine once he took his medicine. But soon, he ran out of pills. We ended up stopping at a small roadside motel. The owner there was a dog lover too. Jerry already knew. He didn't have much time left. He thought that if I stayed with him, I'd only suffer more, so he tried to leave me with the motel owner. But the moment Jerry got into the car, I suddenly went wild. I barked harder than I ever had before. I couldn't bear to watch him leave. Jerry froze. Then he got out of the car and pulled me tightly into his arms. And just like that, we stayed together again. With the very last bit of fuel he had, he drove us deep into the wilderness. He parked the truck in the middle of overgrown weeds. From that moment on, that old truck became our home. At first, campers still came by sometimes. Jerry and I survived by digging through trash and eating whatever leftovers people left behind. But as the seasons changed, no one came anymore. Jerry stared at the empty campsite and took me into the forest to dig for wild greens. In the cold autumn wind, the two of us walked side by side. Then one night, a violent storm came pouring down. Jerry's illness got worse. I looked at him anxiously, while he weakly stroked my head. His eyes were filled with guilt. When winter arrived, Jerry grew weaker and weaker. His vision started to fade. Day after day, he could only find me by listening for my footsteps and breathing. Then one day, inside the truck, he heard scratching at the door. He used every ounce of strength he had left to open it, then whispered to me softly, "I'm not going to last much longer. Thank you for staying with me." As Jerry got worse with each passing day, I kept braving the wind and rain to search for food for him. But not long after that, Jerry died. I didn't understand what death meant. I didn't know that no matter how much food I found, Jerry would never wake up again. Driven by the loyalty that lives in a dog's heart, I kept searching for food every single day, through the harshest winds, through the heaviest snow. People would always see me out on the streets. I dug through trash and ate scraps to survive, but I always saved the best piece to bring back to Jerry. Over time, the food piled up like a mountain. Maybe somewhere deep down, I had already realized that Jerry was never going to wake up again. But I refused to accept it, because as long as I stayed by Jerry's side, I wasn't a stray. I was a dog with a home.